Because I was an early president, I was part of the visioning process. And I spent a lot of time with different professionals in the community thinking about what we would like JPro to be. And we saw it as a means of connection and a means of retaining professionals in the community.
When I think about JPro, I picture a room filled with professionals working in different agencies, all having knowledge about what they do, being great at their jobs, and educating others.
JPro really is the string that ties all the organizations together in the Jewish community, and so much of our work overlaps, and that string is there the whole time, but JPro really ties it all together, and I think that is the true strength and beauty of JPro.
The professionals come from the synagogue world, education, community services, working with seniors, children, people with disabilities, all different sort of community-wide opportunities to learn from each other. And if I had never come to JPro, I would not have gotten outside my bubble.
I think one of the best things that JPro does is really the professional development. I just think people come into their Jewish community at all different points in their life and different phases in their career, and there's a lot of learning, and I think it's always good to be a lifelong learner.
I think JPro gets people to think about, what is my why? You know, there's this opportunity to be kind of introspective and to feel appreciated.
One of the things that people assume about JPro is that you have to be Jewish to be a part of it, and that's actually not the case. If you are working at a Jewish organization, you're considered a Jewish professional. And when we're all sitting around at a program and talking about our own spiritual identities or our own family backgrounds, we have the opportunity to focus in on Jewish values and to see things through a Jewish lens, but it doesn't mean you have to have a Jewish background to be a part of it.
Being the first president of JPro was a way for me to connect with people in other organizations within the Jewish community, and it was fun.
Being president of JPro gave me a front row seat to all the incredible work that's happening in the community and inspired me.
I loved being JPro president. What I tried to do was take the knowledge and the experience that I learned from the people who came before me and pass that on to the next generation of professionals.
I think it's a really amazing opportunity to get to know the bigger picture of the St. Louis Jewish community. I've met all kinds of people doing really incredible work that I had no idea even was happening in St. Louis.
Being JPro president really taught me so much. I think the magic and the secret is about bringing people together for shared conversations about what they care about. It might not show up on a spreadsheet, but it's something really, really special.
Becoming president of JPro was really an honor and somewhat of a surprise, honestly. I was a relatively new Jewish professional here in St. Louis, and Marcy kind of tapped me on the shoulder, as she does, and I thought, wow, you know, who am I to sort of be in this role? But with the help of Marcy and really the rest of the board and the rest of the JPro folks, it was a wonderful experience.
Because of JPro, I think that the professionals working in the St. Louis Jewish community know each other, care about each other, and are more familiar with the work that benefits our entire community.
I think JPro has, in some respects, put St. Louis on the map for Jewish communal professional development, whereas other communities, maybe our size or even bigger, don't have a JPro.
I really have a very different vantage point now, having lived outside of St. Louis for 6 years. And I just have an appreciation of being part of the same ecosystem and just how special that is.
One of my favorite events that I remember really fondly is our Pause Retreat. We created a retreat that would be open to our professionals who are under 40 and really wanted to invest in those folks and to make them feel celebrated and zoom in on that unique experience of being early in your career.
One program I really loved participating in as a Jewish professional was a program where we kind of made a day of visiting different organizations throughout the Jewish community. And Marcy sort of plotted out a map and we had a bunch of different stops. It really allowed us to not just understand the mission of the organization better, but get a tour. We often got to speak with leadership, maybe get a little sample of some food. And it really just helped you in a very visceral way understand what the organization was all about.
So there was one program that was called Recipes for Success, which was a networking event, and we were given recipe cards that had questions or prompts on them that to this day I still use with my staff.
The one thing that I recall when I was president that I'm really proud of was the conference that we put together. Folks from around the Jewish community had a day and a half of professional development, no travel, no hotels, not away from our homes. It was a great opportunity to bring that conference setting where there's intense learning with and amongst cohorts, bring it here to St. Louis for our own St. Louis community.
What makes me most proud about JPro is looking back at 20 years and seeing that this organization, this event is so well attended. And that makes me extremely proud to know that we were the first group to start this.
I think JPro really has done an amazing job creating a sense of having colleagues and being a part of something that is bigger than you.
The other thing about JPro is, aside from the connections and the education and the leadership skills, it's fun.
I'm really most proud that JPro brings all of our Jewish organizations together. And I think that the magic, the work that comes out of that and the sense of community and those aha moments wouldn't really happen any other way.
If there's one piece of advice that I would give to folks about JPro is give it a try. It's really an amazing chance to better yourself, to help your organization, and I would encourage everyone to participate as much as possible. JPro really lifts us as an entire community.